Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another day of VEDA, and today I'm going to talk about sort of a follow-up to a video that I made last VEDA about my sexuality. To be honest, this video probably isn't going to make too much sense if you haven't seen my video talking about my sexuality, but for a super quick rundown on that, I am demisexual and biromantic. Demisexuality is on the asexuality spectrum, and that means that I typically don't feel attracted to people unless I already have an emotional connection with them. Biromantic to me means that gender doesn't really make a huge difference to me in who I am attracted to and who I feel comfortable with. And so as a follow-up to that, I'm going to talk a little bit about this orientation, my orientation, and my experiences in the Christian church. Let's go. The short answer for this is that I just am. I don't put much thought into being demi when I'm at church because it doesn't come up very often. I talk with my friends about things having absolutely nothing to do with sexuality or relationships. I don't mention my sexuality very much because often it's not relevant. Sometimes this means continuing the conversation about dating and sex in the church, including my demisexuality in the conversation, and sometimes this means keeping quiet about it. I don't feel the need to be out to everyone. It's a part of my personhood, it's a part of my identity, but it's definitely not the biggest part of my identity. And maybe that makes me a bad ace spectrum person. Maybe that makes me guilty of something, but I can't think like that or else I'll just keep wandering around in like circles and get nowhere. My sexuality does mean that I will sometimes wind up being the advocate for or the voice for LGBT communities when having discussions in a church setting. And this isn't always something that I'm thrilled about. I don't think that I'm the best advocate for most of the LGBT alphabet because most of it doesn't apply to me. But I hope that by just bringing in a different perspective, I can be the bridge that allows people in my Christian community to start thinking about LGBT community and LGBT things in a slightly different way and hopefully a more compassionate and kind way. I should also disclaimer on that. I'm very lucky to be a part of a Christian community that does not demonize the LGBT people that they come across. I just don't always agree precisely with people's opinions on being LGBT and being a part of the church. One thing that I have definitely been very excited about and been glad to be able to contribute is that my being outspoken about LGBT issues in the church has led to people in the church, friends of mine, coming to me as someone to confide in when they're questioning either their values on sexuality or their own sexuality. And that's a space where I'm very proud to be someone who is open to discussing sex and sexuality in a non-judgmental sort of way. When people come to me, I get to be the one to tell them that I think God made them this way and that God definitely still loves them. I am very aware that the church is not perfect when it comes to sexuality and talking with and about people on the LGBT spectrum. I'm also aware that the church and the purity culture that I grew up in could be a factor in my own sexuality. Link to a blog post that I wrote about that down below in the description, by the way. My hope is that by having open discussions with people who disagree with me, I can do a small part to make the church, at least my portion of it, into a more welcoming space. Is it working? I don't know. I hope so. And if it doesn't, then I'll just have to keep trying. So that's that. It's kind of big, scary topic that I think is very important. So thanks to Paul for asking about it and suggesting this as a topic for a VEDA video, and thank you all for watching. I hope you get a chance to do something that you love today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh, and by I'll see you tomorrow, I mean I'll see you tomorrow on Second Banana Society, because Saturday videos go up on Second Banana Society, not here on this channel. So I will be linking to it through Twitter and through other spaces, but that's the thing. Okay, bye.